All right, we are set to go here at Shakopee. Wayzata against Shakopee. Literally 2 Wayzata fans in the stands this evening, so I presume everybody's at home listening to the broadcast tonight. And we'll start off with the Moldy, Peterson, Pyle line, and Davison and Weekly. Defensively, the Trojans will dump it in deep behind the Shakopee net. Shakopee tries to clear, and they turn it over briefly. Now it's Pyle for the Trojans. He'll leave it for Davison. Down towards Peterson, he turns to the boards, battles through one guy, puts it through the legs of another, and it's back to Moldy. He exchanges with Peterson now, and it's out of the zone and back into the Wayzata end. Thank you. And now it's all the way down for an icing. I'm good. Small smattering of Wayzata fans starting to filter in now. Defensive zone draw controlled by Shakopee, and they shot it like 3 feet wide from just next to the net. Wild shot. Now this is going to be the Colmenero, Kirshner, Hendricks line. For Wayzata, they get it across the blue line. Colmenero throws a body check there, but it's cleared into the Wayzata end. This will be Johnson for the Trojans up towards Colmenero. Tries to get it up the middle to Turek, who had jumped up into the play, but it's knocked away from him, and the Sabres will control it behind their own net, pestered by Hendricks and Kirschner. Now it's out of the zone, up to the red line. Into the Wayzata zone, a shot is deflected back behind the net, and then it took a weird carom off the boards right to a Shakopee player, and he knocks in the rebound. Wayzata down 1-0 early. Kind of a weird play there. Bouncing puck behind the net, and it came right to the Shakopee player on the other side. Now it's Kurtz with Sauer and Winfield. Naraki and Alstad at the point. Shakopee comes out of the zone. They send it out of the blue line. Picked off there by Winfield. They'll send it deep. Kurtz chases. Sauer now on the other side. Nice forecheck there. Knocked it away briefly. Now Shakopee will have a chance to clear. Alstad steps up just inside the red line. Now he spins and fires it into the zone. Winfield back there causing some havoc behind the net, but Shakopee's going to clear it out to the red line, and it goes deep behind the Trojan zone net, where Naraki was looking for Winfield on the stretch play up at the red line. It just got past him. That'll be an icing. Faceoff comes back to the point for a shot. That one is blocked by Davison. Hit him right in the skate. He's hobbling around a little bit, but looks to be okay. Davison picks it up now. His clearing attempt is intercepted, and it's back to Weekly. He's shoved in the corner by a couple of Sabres, and now Shakopee in the faceoff dot, stolen by Pyle, but kept in at the blue line. Now it's going to bounce again towards the net to Schoen's right. It'll go now to Peterson on the boards. Moldy. Neither one could get it out there. And now it's to Shakopee. They're making a change along their player bench, and they smartly didn't touch the puck. It might have been too many men if they did. Now it's going to be Colmenero. He gets it back towards Moldy. Moldy holds it at the blue line. He gets hit. And Shakopee is going to get it across the red line and dump it down. Turek reverses it to Johnson. Come up the boards and chip it up to neutral, where Kirschner will get it into the Shakopee end. They tried to send it behind their own net and instead fired a shot right at the skates of the goalie, who didn't really see it. And now Hendricks with a great chance for the Trojans. Some miscommunication by the Sabres there, and Hendricks got a nice shot. Hit the goalie high in the shoulder. Now Turek for Wayzata, trying to get it to Hendricks. That one's intercepted. Centering attempt blocked by Turek. Hendricks has some time, but he's just going to relieve the pressure and get a line change by sending it all the way down. What's that? He's helping. Kurtz now for the Trojans, carries it all the way out to the blue line and into the neutral zone. Got it to Sauer. Sauer looking for Winfield. Picked off by Shakopee, and here they come with speed. A little hip check there by Alstad. Knocked his player off the puck, and Naraki's going to bank it off the boards to Winfield. In the middle to Kurtz. He'll fire one offside at the blue line. Face-off controlled by the Sabres. They go D to D and try to get the red. I don't think they did, but they shot it off the glass and it went off of one of the partitions, and that threw the Sabres offside. Puck took a strange bounce off the glass there, right over by Al Colmenero in the penalty box there. Another draw won by the Sabres. They have a little trouble with it, so they just flip it down the ice. It's going to be not enough for icing for some reason. And Weekly will have to chase it for Wayzata. Comes up towards Moldy. That play is erased by the Shakopee back-checking forward, and now it's Pyle at center ice. Shouldered off the puck, but now he regains it briefly. Johnson keeps it in. Hard shot is gloved down.
All better today?
Yeah.
What do you have? But it's nice because it's good.
Yeah. Turek now for the Trojans will wrap it around towards Colmenero. He was looking for Kirschner in front. Guessing the net came off here. His Shakopee player went crashing into the net. We must have pushed him in because the face-off's coming outside the zone. It's Kirschner and Colmenero and Hendricks for Wayzata. Now this is Johnson chasing defensively. He's back there with Turek. Kirschner will handle it. He'll scoop it up and try to get it out of the zone. Now he does, but it's right back in. Dumped down by Shakopee. Schoen plays it to Turek. Now it's Johnson to Colmenero. He's got Hendricks on the far side. Passes a little bit behind him and caromed away to the Sabres defenseman, and it's back in our end. Turek towards Hendricks, off his stick and back into the corner. Turek reverses it now. It's Johnson. He leaves it for Kurtz. Off the boards towards Colmenero, held in by Shakopee. Now up the boards again, held in again by Shakopee. Wayzata having a little trouble clearing our zone on these breakout opportunities. This one's going to come towards Kurtz. A little bit of disarray in general on behalf of the Trojans so far. Now Colmenero steals one at center ice. He's going to get it across the blue line, runs into 2 or 3 Shakopee defenders, and they'll bring it out the other way and dump it down. Schoen with a nice play behind the net to get it over to Alstad. Now it's Sauer at the blue line, up towards Winfield. He'll go into the far circle and then was looking up top for Sauer, but Shakopee again had some back checkers there to steal it away. Now Winfield looking for Alstad all the way on the other side. That's intercepted and sent deep in the Trojans' end. Now rung around the boards, out of the zone by Naraki. Moldy with a big collision there at the blue line. Now it's Sauer with the steal. He's got a chance right up the gut here. A couple Sabres back there. One of them manages to knock it away. Sauer kind of at the end of a shift here, I think. And now it's going to be a penalty. I don't know. Looks like it's going to be on Shakopee. Yeah, I think so. No, going to be on Wayzata. Naraki for interference. Looked to me like they just sort of ran into each other. So it'll be a Shakopee power play for 2 minutes here. Just trying to get the scoreboard set.
Go blue!
There we go. 2-minute penalty is on the scoreboard now, thanks to Al Colmenero, who helped out their scorekeeper. And here comes Pyle now, shorthanded. Try to chip it off the boards past his guy. This is Peterson helping to battle. It's Peterson and Pyle up front on the PK here. Weekly and Davison at the blue line. Backing out of the zone. Now it's up to the middle. Peterson grabs it there briefly. Now Shakopee gets it into the zone, but Weekly is able to send it into the corner where Davison will battle. Nice job there. Fighting off a couple of Shakopee players. Now 1 against 3. Davison wins that battle, comes to the wing, and Peterson clears it out. Great job there by Davison. Now here comes Shakopee down the left wing. He tried to, it's a right-hander down his off wing, tried to bring it out front and skipped off his stick. Now they're going to be way offside at the line. So Wayzata still shorthanded for the next 53 seconds. Shakopee finds their way into the zone. Johnson throws a check, gets the puck, sends it out up the boards, out of the zone. Nice job there by Cam. Here comes Shakopee back into the zone. Icing waved, and Turek wins a race to the puck there. It's kept away from him. Nice job there by Schoen on a wraparound attempt. He got his right pad down and then kicked the net off its moorings in the process, so there'll be a face-off with 19 seconds to go on the penalty. Shakopee tries to push that draw forward, but intercepted nicely by Alstad, and now here's Moldy the other way on a break, shorthanded. Goalie gets a stick on it and sends it into the corner. I think Moldy might have been aiming for the 5-hole there, but a nice save by the Shakopee goalie. Now Trojans are full strength. It's going to be Hendricks back there chasing. Moldy's still out there. Peterson now. And back into the Wayzata end. Alstad will chase it down in that corner. Moldy has it now. He's got a little space. Chips it up towards Peterson. It doesn't quite get past the defenseman. Dangerous pinch attempt by the Sabres there, and it paid dividends, but that was close to bouncing over his stick and being a 2-on-1 the other way. Now it's shown. He's going to ring it all the way around towards Peterson. Tried to get it to Moldy, but it's knocked away. Now Peterson on the boards. It's going to come to Hendricks. Hendricks gains the red line and sends it in, and Wayzata will change all 5 players. As Shakopee brings it up the left wing boards. Long passes just out of the reach of their left winger, and now there's a pile up at the blue line. That'll create a whistle. I think the puck was just underneath the Shakopee player down there. Kurtz now on the draw. It's Kurtz, Winfield, and Sauer. Puck is in behind the Wayzata end. Schoen leaves it for Davison off the boards towards Sauer. It's in his skates. Now Davison has it again. Gets it to a curling Winfield in the neutral zone. Snuck almost by. Should have been a trip there. The Wayzata coaching staff yelling, looking for a penalty against Shakopee. None are called, but Wayzata still has control here. It's Winfield again. He turns towards the middle. Now it's Kurtz, tries to move the puck past one guy, but it's stolen by a second one, and now here comes Shakopee out of the zone. They'll gain the red line and dump it in. Weekly eludes one attacker in the corner, gets it up to the red line, still battling there. It's into the Shakopee end. They'll go D to D though and come right out of the zone. Nice job there by Sauer to get in the way of that clearing attempt. Sauer knocks his guy down. Now Kirschner there too. Good play there at the blue line by Davison. And now it's going to come to Davison behind the net. Breakout pass towards Colmenero. He tried to go D to D back to Turek. Got there, and Turek got it up towards Kirschner, and Colmenero will regroup at center ice. Shakopee tries to get it up the boards. That's going to come to Johnson at the point. His shot is deflected into the corner, blocked. Now it's Turek up high. We'll circle around and send it into that left wing corner. Now Shakopee has a chance to come out of the zone. They do. Icing waved off on that one, so Schoen will leave it for Turek. He gets it up towards Hendricks. Nice one-touch pass towards Colmenero, who takes a shot wide. Kurtz now with an opportunity. I think he was looking for it's kind of a shot slash pass all at once, and now I think they're going to get Pyle for an interference call. He took a guy out who may not have quite had the puck yet. I think the puck was coming to him, it just wasn't there yet. It'll be another Shakopee power play with 47 seconds left in the first period. Moldy on the draw. Comes to the point. Now they'll set it up on the left wing boards here. Quick passing there behind the net. Now to the side and a sharp angle shot. That was a nice setup by Shakopee and a shot that went right on goal, but Schoen kicked it out. Now they're going to do the same thing. They're going to set it up here on the right side, clearly trying to work things through number 22 here along the boards. Now a low shot from the point, deflected, and Schoen has to make another save. Net is off. With 8 seconds left, we'll get a face-off. Face-off won by Wayzata, and Weekly will clear it out, and that'll do it for the first period. Puck is down on period number 2. Shakopee will have power play here for just over a minute longer. Comes Shakopee into the zone and now tried to hit a guy and streaking down the middle, and Weekly with a nice job to get a stick on that one and deflect the pass into the corner. Now it comes all the way outside the zone. Colmenero battling on the near boards. He's tangled up with a Shakopee player who's Colmenero got tangled up there. I think they're going to get them both, would be my guess. So it'll remain 5-on-4 here after coincidental minors. It'll be Kurtz and Sauer on the penalty kill, along with Johnson and Turek. This is Turek behind his net. He'll ring it all the way around. Nice job. That'll clear the zone. Shakopee sends it deep. 20 seconds now on the man advantage for Shakopee. Turek with a battle in the corner. Now it's going to come to Kurtz, and he'll flip it up off the glass, and that'll come out of the zone. Shakopee quickly back the other way. Too quickly. They're offside at the blue line. Face-off will come back by this blue line because that's where they shot it in. They bring the face-off to kind of where the offside play originated, not up at the line where the offside actually occurred. Naraki for the Trojans gets it at the red line. He'll carry it past the blue, and now he'll chase it all the way in deep. Kurtz will help him out there. Now back to Naraki along the boards, rings it around towards Winfield, curls into the corner, and Shakopee gains control, and they'll get it out of the zone. Red line, they send it in. Alstad rips it around the boards towards Sauer. Nice job by Cruz to chop that one out of the zone. Naraki to Winfield, a nice pass towards Sauer, now just out of the reach of Kurtz. Puck comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Weekly will regroup with Alstad off the boards to Kurtz. Sends it deep, and now they'll start to go for a change. Winfield will rag the puck at the end of a shift here. Peterson almost had it on the boards there. Just off his stick, and now Shakopee up to the blue line. Weekly knocks that one away. Peterson will control into the zone, tries to chip it wide, got it to Kirschner in the middle. Here's a chance to Hendricks, it's still loose. Peterson now, Kirschner still there. Puck was just sort of laying in the crease. I don't know if we ever really got a shot on goal out of it. Now it's Hendricks in the middle. He's tripped down. No call, and this will be an icing instead on Shakopee. Guess that was the old drop your stick and hope that you don't get called, and they didn't. Offensive zone comes to Davison. He gets a shot on goal. Gloved and held on to. Kirschner on the draw for Wayzata. Colmenero tries to grab it behind the net. Now he's got possession. Hounded there and stolen by Shakopee. Now Kirschner and Colmenero in a battle. Kirschner comes out with it. Got a quick little shot towards the goalie. Now Moldy wins that draw. Back to Johnson, a low wrist shot. Pyle tried to deflect it and sort of knocked it down instead, and the goalie covered it up. Now it's Johnson holding nicely at the line for Wayzata. Moldy chases behind. Defenseman curls and gets past Pyle. Now it's back around. They'll send it to the other side. They're just going to bank it off the boards all the way down. That'll be an icing. Offensive zone draw here for the Trojan. Comes right to Peterson. He rips one right on. Goalie covers that one up. Now Coach Sauer directing traffic here on the faceoff, trying to get a little bit of a different play. That one again came with possession to Peterson. Now it's Moldy in front. Tried to get a toe drag around a guy. Couldn't quite get there. Now it's back into the corner by Pyle. Peterson chases. Pyle puts a body. And they're going to get Pyle. Hopefully they get the retaliatory. I think they're going to get them both. Yeah. Pyle was going to get the original penalty there for a hit up high, and then Shakopee knocked him down after the whistle, and they'll get one too. It'll be 5-on-5. It's Kurtz for the Trojans with Sauer and Winfield. Now the puck comes out of the zone. It's a 2-on-1 for Shakopee. They tried to sauce it across, and it was like a waist-high pass attempt, and they couldn't knock it down out of the air, so it went harmlessly into the corner, and now it's back in the offensive end for the Trojans. Winfield in the corner trying to win a battle. He does. He gets it back to Naraki at the point. A shot is deflected by the Shakopee defenseman, but it goes high. Winfield now back to Alstad. He shoots a high one. Knocked down by Sauer, but wide of the net. Now it's going to come back to Kurtz covering at the point. He'll take a shot. That one's blocked. Now one comes on goal, and the rebound just past Winfield, who was waiting at the near post here. Alstad with a nice pass up the middle to Winfield. Tried to get it to Kurtz. The Shakopee player, I think, stepped on the puck and fell down, and now Winfield fires one off the blocker. Back to the point towards Alstad. It never got there. Now it's back into the zone offside. Shakopee gets their full 5-man lineup out, and they're immediately kicked out of the face-off circle for taking too long on that change, but finally we're back to play here. It's into the Shakopee end briefly. Now they'll control and bring it up the right wing. Dump it down deep, and they get to it behind the net, but Weekly eliminates his guy. He's going to chip it up towards Hendricks. Now it's Hendricks with a nice pass to Colmenero across the blue line. He's going to fire a shot that's partially blocked. Now it's to Davison. Tough one to handle by Weekly on the other side, and he's got to regroup with it. Now it's back into the zone for Shakopee. Davison clears that one into the corner with his skate, and now he'll ring it around towards Colmenero on the left wing boards. Peels off the boards, gets it to Weekly. Hendricks. Nice breakout there, but then it was stolen and brought right back in. And Davison deflects that shot attempt out of play. Defensive zone draw here now is going to get sent back into the corner. Moldy controls for Wayzata. Towards Johnson, now Peterson. He's going to chip it into the middle for Moldy, and they're out of the zone. Across the blue line, Moldy curls back towards the middle. It's taken away from him, and it's out to the red line for Johnson. To Turek, a nice regroup, and at the line, they're onside, surprisingly. It's Peterson in the middle. It was in his skates and knocked away. Kept in by Johnson momentarily here. Now Pyle steals a clearing attempt and tries to feed it through a defender's legs, but it comes back out of the zone. Turek for Wayzata up the middle to Moldy. He comes out of the zone. Peterson with him at the blue line. Moldy will cut into the middle. His shot is deflected wide. Peterson chasing now as a couple forwards go for a change. Now it's Pyle. Peterson grabs it in the corner. Backhand pass towards Kurtz. Little backhand move towards the net, and it's frozen. Kurtz on the draw for Wayzata. Winfield went charging towards the net, and one-handed shot went wide. Now it's going to come to Winfield again at the top of the circle, and that one's deflected wide. A lot of shot attempts for both teams that aren't finding the net here. There's only Wayzata now up to 13 shots on goal. Shakopee only has 5. This is going to be an icing against Wayzata. I think the shots were 5-4 in favor of Shakopee at the end of the first, so if my math is right, it's 8-0 in the second period for Wayzata. Draw is won by Kirschner to Hendricks. Some fancy stick handling to get around a couple guys, and now it's stolen at the red line, but Davison there for Wayzata. Polmonero hounding the Shakopee defenseman there. He manages to send it off the wall, and now it's Hendricks at the red line. Tried to send it in deep. Now Kirschner gets it. Backhands a pass up to Davison, and once again blocked. Puck goes up into the protective netting behind the goal. Moldy on the draw, comes to Pyle. He tries to get it back to Johnson. It does get there. A low shot is sent into the corner. Moldy behind the net now. He'll find Johnson back at the left point. Another shot. That one got through some traffic, and a good save by the Sabres goalie. Moldy again on the draw here in the left face-off dot. Pyle again to Johnson. Rink-wide pass towards Turek. Peterson has it on the sideboards. Now cuts into the middle. And it's knocked away outside the blue line. Now it's Johnson towards Peterson. Gives it to Pyle. Pyle actually left it for Peterson, and now we're offside. Maybe on the far side up top there. Moldy was waiting on the other side of the blue line. He might have been in just ahead of the play. Shakopee controls this neutral zone face-off, and they send it all the way into the Wayzata end. Alstad is there. Took kind of an awkward hit and cleared it sort of to the side of the net and covered it up wisely. Kurtz wins the draw. It's Winfield on the right wing. He's got a little space, finds Sauer cutting up the middle. Stolen by Shakopee. They'll ring it around where Naraki will send it towards the front of the goal. Nobody home for Wayzata. Shakopee now looking to spring somebody up the middle. It's stolen away by, I think that was Alstad. Now Naraki's going to send it up towards Kurtz. It's just out of his reach. Battle along the wall here. Sabres come away with it. Now again, they try to spring a guy up the middle. This one is off his stick and into the corner. Alstad will wrap it all the way around to Sauer. Now Winfield trying to steal it at the blue line. And it's Alstad, Sauer, Kurtz on the far side. Nifty little pass there towards Winfield, but Shakopee comes out. Now they've got a little momentum down the right side. But Weekly is there for Wayzata. Kirschner in the corner. Winfield now up the gut towards Sauer. It's Sauer and Kirschner. Across the blue line, Kirschner curls, was trying to get a shot towards the net. Had Sauer there, but the shot never made it. Now Kirschner is going to just send it deep into the Sabres end. Hendricks and Colmenero out there now for Wayzata. Got most of a line change here. Maybe this is the whole line change. Yeah, it's Kirschner, Colmenero, and Hendricks. That puck kept in at the line by the Sabres. Weekly behind the net, breakout pass towards Hendricks. It does come out of the zone. Now Hendricks will send it in behind the Sabres net. Shakopee defenseman now on the rush, gets it to the blue line, but Johnson manages to knock it away. Now it's up towards Moldy at the blue line. He's got it, gets through one guy, backhand pass to the middle. Hendricks is there, trying to control it. It's still at his feet. Now it comes to Moldy, the face-off dot. He fires one wide. Turek at the point. Hendricks plays it with a skate. Now it's Turek to Johnson. Good shot there. Rebound covered up. Shakopee again having a little trouble getting a full five-man unit on the ice. Now they do, and we're ready to go. Moldy. Face-off comes to Peterson right at the wing. He gets a quick shot on. It's gobbled up by the Sabres goalie, who's made a handful of nice saves in this period. Now it's Pyle again battling on that face-off. It's going to come to Moldy. And Johnson will bring it out of the zone in an effort to get full control. Now he's going to regroup, goes off the boards around one guy and brings it into the zone. That goes rink wide to Moldy. He was looking for Peterson cutting down the middle, but it got past everybody out to the blue line, and Shakopee brings it into the Wayzata end. Moldy now is going to leave it behind for Johnson. He's going to turn back the other way. He's going to look for Peterson on the boards. It's in his skates, but it gets out of the zone. And it's back to Johnson. Peterson chips it to Pyle, across the blue, down the middle, deflected, out of play. Now it's Kurtz for Wayzata on the face-off. Winfield fighting for a loose puck in front. It comes to Naraki at the point. Bouncing puck, covered. Kurtz again in the face-off in the offensive zone. A lot of face-offs down in the Shakopee end this period. Putting pressure on, we just haven't found the back of the net yet. Naraki sends it back into the Shakopee end, and Sauer will chase down there. Shakopee sends it up the boards. Winfield of the battle there at the blue line, turns his guy around, and Shakopee now will fire it across the ice and now into the Trojans' end. Rocky loses his footing, but still has the puck, and now he's going to send it towards Winfield. A little backhand pass off the boards. Nice play by Winfield, and it's Kurtz across the blue line, makes a move. Shakopee defenseman takes him down, and that'll be a penalty. Good move there by Kurtz. Moldy wins the draw to Johnson. We got 20 seconds to set something up here. It's Johnson at the top of the umbrella here. 10 seconds now. Now it's Johnson, back to Moldy. He's gonna walk it in and take a shot. That's deflected harmlessly wide and Pyle, and now time's gonna run out on this period. So we'll go into the third, down a goal, but we'll start with 1:38 on the power play in the third period. We're underway in the third period. Wayzata again on the power play here. It'll be a minute and 32 seconds as the puck is frozen to the right of the Sabres goaltender. Might be a different goalie now. Looks that way to me. Face-off here is going to come to the blue line. It's Johnson for the Trojans. Sends it over to Pyle on the far wing. Pyle on his forehand here. He'll flip it to Johnson. Moldy now right into the face-off dot. He passes it over towards Pyle. He didn't get all of that one, and it sort of just flipped up out of the zone. Guess they're going to rule it was deflected, so the face-off will stay inside the zone. It's Moldy on the draw. Colmenero will battle in the corner. It comes to Moldy, and now Wayzata will control it. Moldy looking in front. It's a little too strong for Peterson there, and it comes all the way across, and Shakopee's going to send it for an icing. Face-off in the Shakopee end again here. Shakopee wins this one, but the puck comes back to Johnson, and now it's Moldy on the right wing boards on his forehand to Johnson. Low shot. Colmenero jamming away at the goalie there. Shakopee didn't like that. And neither did the refs. They're going to give Colmenero a penalty here. So the face-off will come back all the way into the Wayzata end.
Let's go!
It'll be 4-on-4 for 36 seconds, and then Shakopee will go on a power play. Moldy for the Trojans across the blue line. He's dragged down there, and now Shakopee will get a penalty. So now it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for 21 seconds. Then it'll be 4-on-4 again for about a minute and a half. Shakopee has one too many players out there. Really struggling to get the right number of players onto the ice here all night.
Or three.
They got one too many, Stripes. There we go. Puck dropped before Shakopee got all their players off the ice. Referees getting sick of their delays. Now it's going to be sent back into the Wayzata zone. That's going to do it for the 4-on-3, so now it's going to be 4-on-4. Johnson brings it across the blue line. It's in behind for Johnson, who was still down there, but it came off his stick. Shakopee out of the zone now with Alstead and Moldy back for the Trojans. Now it's Pyle trying to weave his way through, tried to get a shot off, but it got sent into the corner. Now it's towards Moldy in front. Pyle hounding his guy. Shakopee will come out of the zone. Wayzata's finally going to get a change here. At least part of one. Kurtz on the ice now. He'll cross the blue line, cuts to the middle, and takes a shot. Blocked into the corner. Kurtz ragging the puck now in 10 seconds. Wayzata will have a very brief power play. It was a nice shot from the point by Davison right on goal. It's stopped and frozen. Draw is controlled by Shakopee. They're gonna nice steal there by Sauer. Gets it to Kurtz in near the hash mark there. He couldn't get a shot off. Davison holds at the blue line. There's a stick flying around, getting in everybody's way. And it's gonna come back to Davison for Wayzata. Up the boards, it's Winfield. Advancing it towards Kurtz, it goes all the way down. Now Shakopee gets it out of the zone. Weekly takes his guy, and Sauer will regroup for the Trojans. Kurtz on the left wing boards. He's going to curl towards the center, and now Shakopee is offside at the blue line. Kirshner on the draw for Wayzata. Shakopee will ring it all the way around deep into the Wayzata end. Comes towards Hendricks. He peels it off the boards. It goes to Johnson, and then it was sort of miscommunication there, and it came to nobody. But now it is Hendricks. He'll send a little fluttering puck that went past the goalie's glove, but it was over the net. Now it's Turek at the point. Good shot. Blocker save. There's a little lane there back towards the right post that Turek was going for, but the goalie saw it and made a nice blocker save. Hendricks right off the face-off. He gets a shot on. That's saved by the blocker again. And Alstad challenged at center ice now in a battle with the Shakopee player. It's going to come towards the far boards where Colmenero takes his guy, and now it's Kirshner. Takes a hit to try to make a pass. That one's interrupted by Shakopee. Colmenero will flip it into the air towards the Shakopee end. The Sabres now tried to stop there, and pretty clearly knocked the net off. Looked like intentionally there, but they're going to say no harm. It's close. The defenseman kind of ran into his own goalie and net at the same time, and the goal came off just before Wayzata fired it in. This is Davison off the face-off. He sends a shot off the stick. Goes high against the glass. Now it's Shakopee out of the zone, and Weekly to Davison up towards Peterson. Now it's Pyle with the steal at the blue line. Moldy has it, gets it to Peterson, passes it. Oh, he was looking for Pyle on the back post there, and I think the goalie got a paddle on it. Now it's back to Weekly with the low shot, goes just wide. Davison now on the sideboards. It's knocked away by Moldy. Tries to get it towards the middle. Pyle now behind to Moldy again. He's going to send it back to the point to Weekly. He'll blast it. It's into the glove for a whistle. Good shift there. Last couple shifts by Wayzata, generating some opportunities here. Face off now in the Shakopee end. They're going to come out of the zone. Right up the middle across the blue line. Stolen there by Turek. He'll ring it around the boards towards Winfield, and it's up to the red line. Battle there won at the blue line by the Trojans. Winfield spun down in the neutral zone, and Shakopee looking across the rink. Johnson steps up and picks it off. Now he's got the puck down low, and he shoots and scores. Nice shot by Cam Johnson. He stole that puck at the blue line, skated it in, and from a tough, sharp angle, he went low, I think through the 5-hole. The goalie got a stick on it, but not enough to prevent it from going in. Good play by Johnson to tie this one up at 1 with 8.5 minutes to go. Center ice draw now. Colmenero is going to send it towards the Shakopee end. Sabres will try to regroup there. They ring it around the boards. Forechecking, Hendricks steals it. Now nice pass up to Alstad. He shoots one high over the net. Now it's Naraki with a shot from the right point. It goes wide left. Shakopee's able to come out of the zone. Stood up by Alstad at the blue line. He turns it back up the other way. It's Colmenero looking back towards Kirshner. Intercepted by the Sabres. Colmenero tries to get it to Kirshner. It's held in at the line. Colmenero now just carries it all the way out of the zone with control, and here he comes across the blue line. He's about to fire a shot. He got knocked off his stick, but now the puck is out to Weekly defensively for the Trojans. Old neutral zone regroup here. Comes to Moldy. He's down into the corner. He's kind of all alone. Now he's got Pyle starting to come down the middle. He sends it instead to Davison at the point. Now Pyle behind was trying to backhand one out in front. That one's blocked away. Now here comes Shakopee. Rink-wide pass is too strong for their winger. Goes in behind. Weekly eliminates his guy. Now it's Pyle trying to chip it up out of the boards. Held at the blue line. Davison now for the Trojans was looking for Moldy. It's just past his stick. Good look there by Davison. It just didn't quite connect. Weekly puts a shoulder into his guy. It's going to come towards Peterson. He chips it to Moldy. Moldy goes wide. He's got a half a step. He's dragged down. Still got control. He's going to get it to Pyle and whistled down, even though Wayzata had control of that puck. But nevertheless, Wayzata will have a power play here.
Go blue!
Draw controlled by the Trojans. It's Johnson at the blue line. Pyle on the wing. Johnson again. Go to Moldy. Fires it just wide on the short side. That's Moldy again, curling towards the middle. Trades places with Johnson. Trades places with Pyle. Now he's got a little opening off the boards from that left side. Fires one that's saved into the corner. Now Moldy, the chance here. He curls it towards the front. Peterson gets a rebound attempt. That one's saved. We'll get a line change here with a $1:26 left on the power play. This is Naraki to Alstad. Alstad with a shot. He was looking for Winfield, looking for a redirection there, but it was sailed wide, and now Winfield will control it to Sauer behind, looking for Kurtz. Allstat again. Meraki, a little bit of a one-timer, didn't get much on it, and it goes into the corner. Winfield give and go there with Sauer, who got a backhanded shot right on. Cleared out by Shakopee. That will go all the way down for an icing. Now it's Moldy. Peterson controls the draw on the boards, gives it to Johnson. Johnson with the low shot, went off a skate and into the netting. I think it went off a Shakopee player, so the draw should stay in the zone. It does. A quick drop of the puck there. Colmenero has it for Wayzata behind the net. It's going to come on the boards, just out of Johnson's reach, and it'll come out of the zone with 26 seconds to go on the man advantage. It's Moldy up the middle, across the blue, into the slot. Fires it. Right into the glove hand of the goalie. Kirshner now for the Trojans. He's out there with Hendricks and Colmenero. Kirshner digs it out corner, thought about bringing it in front. Still a power play for another 3 seconds. Kirshner now in the corner looking for Weekly, see if we can get one last shot on the power play here. Now it's back to Kirshner in the corner. He's going to fire it from there. Glove down and frozen. Late change attempt by Shakopee is thwarted by the referees. They tell him to go back to the player bench. Now Shakopee trying to spring a winger right off the face-off. Davison was back for Wayzata. Puck comes to Davison now. He'll hand it off to Colmenero, who will fire it out of the zone past everybody. Be an ice. Wayzata will get a full line change here. Draw is controlled by Wayzata. Winfield takes a look before peeling it off the boards. He's got Sauer cutting down the middle, almost got it to him, and then it almost came to Kurtz. And then Johnson fires one wide. It's Turek pinching from his spot at the blue line, gets tangled up in the ref. Now it's back towards the ref, but Kurtz comes off the boards. Shot kind of deflected off somebody and went right in on the goalie and then skidded into the corner. Now it's Winfield behind the net. 3 Wayzata players down low on an aggressive forecheck here, and now the puck comes out. Back into the Wayzata end. Shakopee gets control of it down in the corner there. They send it up to the point. It gets past him, and now here comes Sauer. Got one defenseman back. He goes wide and tried to get a shot off, but that defenseman got a stick on it. Now it's Winfield battling with Sauer in that corner. Shakopee will come out of the zone. Hit there at the blue line. I think Allstat got his hands up a little high there, and he's going to get a penalty. Now I think we got. Coach Kurt has been tossed, I think. I don't think he liked that penalty call, and must have said something to the ref, and we're going to get a second penalty out of the deal. Or maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's a 2 and 10. Now we got a third player going to the box. So it's going to be a 5-on-3. I think Alstead got a 2 and 10. And we also got the bench minor for an extra 2. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for Shakopee. Comes towards Moldy, almost had a chance there to get a break. He does get it out of the zone. Now he's going to try to rag some time here. It's back towards Weekly. Curled to the boards, he's taken down, no call there. Comes out of the zone. Now Shakopee has control of it again. Davison battling in the corner. Now Shakopee will control it. Mishandled a little bit there, but behind the net now. They're going to bring it and try to stuff it from behind. Odin is there. Shown with the left pad save, and now it's Moldy up the gut. 1 against 3 goes to his backhand. Fires one wide. Moldy again now. And Shakopee's going to get it across the line. A shot is sort of deflected awkwardly in on Shown, and now Shown saves that one and holds it. It'll be Pyle now with Johnson and Turek, our 3-man penalty-killing unit. Shakopee wins the draw. Shot attempt there is blocked by Johnson, and now I think they got Shakopee here for, looks like maybe a cross-check in front of the net. Yeah. There was a battle in front, and Shakopee's going to get a penalty here to. Now it'll be a 4-on-3 for Shakopee for the next 52 seconds. Face-off controlled by Shakopee. Sticked aside at the line nicely by Naraki, and now it's offside at the blue line, and one of the doors popped open here. I think we got it latched securely now. Pyle on the draw, kicks the puck ahead. Shakopee gains control. Pyle knocks his guy down. He's going to get it back to Johnson. Johnson goes off the boards to Naraki. He'll send it out of the zone up towards the red line. Shakopee comes into the zone now. 22 seconds on the 4-on-3 advantage. Comes to the side of the net. Now it's Shown. He doesn't know where it is. Shown thought he was sitting on it, and it was loose, and it came right to the Shakopee player on the side of the net, and he jams it home. Another kind of a fluky goal there for Shakopee, their second one of the game, and it's 2-1. So it'll be 4-on-4 now for 13 seconds, and then Wayzata is actually going to get a power play for about 30-some seconds to end this game. This is Moldy for the Trojans. The penalty is up. Peterson comes on. They're going to pull the goalie. We don't have enough players. Now we've got 6. It's in front now to Pyle. 24 seconds left. Pyle behind. Peterson is there. Kirshner is there. Battle on the boards. 15 seconds to go. I think they're going to get Wayzata for a penalty here. Indeed. No. It's actually a penalty on Shakopee, but yeah, we've only got 10 seconds on the rink clock, so we're going to run out of time. It's going to be 6-on-3 for 6 seconds, 5 seconds. And it ends 2-1. A little bit of a bummer there. Really two fluky goals by Shakopee in this one. And it's going to end in a 2-1 loss.